Before we begin our journey, just pause for a moment. Let everything begin to slow. And allow your thoughts to drift a little further away. Let your body sink into whatever it's resting on. Picture stepping into a place where the air is warm. The ground is rich, and life surrounds you on every side. We are traveling into the rainforests of our world. The forest stretches out, dense, humid, and full of life. Rain lands heavy here, again and again, feeding the ground, filling the air, shaping everything that grows. Because of this, plants thrive in extraordinary numbers. Rainforests cover only a small part of Earth's land, around 6%. Yet they hold more than half of all plant and animal species. In a space no larger than a football pitch, hundreds of trees can grow side by side, surrounded by thousands of other living things, all sharing the same ground, the same light, the same air. A place that seems full, yet everything has its place. These incredible places are arranged in layers, one tree above the next, all reaching upward, all filled with life. At the very top, the tallest trees stand above the rest. This is called the emergent layer. Below that, a thick canopy forms a kind of living roof, stretching as far as the eye can see. Leaves overlapping, branches intertwined, creating shade below. Only a very small amount of sunlight reaches the ground below, less than a few percent. Just enough for certain plants to survive in the shade. Beneath the canopy, there is another layer called the understory, where smaller trees and plants grow in softer light. And finally, the forest floor. Dark, quiet, and rich with life that thrives without much sunlight at all. A vertical world, ordered and balanced. At first, it can seem still. But listen and look more closely. And the forest begins to reveal itself. The air feels warm, thick with moisture, carrying the scent of soil and leaves. Leaves shift, branches settle. Distant calls echo from above. Insects create soft, repeating patterns, constant and precise. Small shifts pass through the undergrowth. Brief, almost invisible. Nothing is wasted here. Every sound, every action has purpose. Some move slowly to avoid attention. Others move quickly and are gone. And many remain completely motionless, blending into everything around them. Even the air itself seems to drift, subtle, alive, brushing gently past. In a place so full, survival often depends on going unnoticed. In a place so full, Thriving comes from knowing exactly where you belong. And beneath it all, life is constantly adjusting, reaching for what it needs. Plants reach, climb, and adapt to the world around them. Many grow toward the light, stretching tall to meet the canopy above. Others live on the surface of trees rather than from the ground, using them for support while drawing moisture from the air. These are called epiphytes. Large leaves spread wide, capturing as much sunlight as possible, while smooth surfaces allow rainwater to slip away quickly. In quieter ways, plants adjust over time. They shift their position gradually, sending out new roots, exploring in different directions, responding to the conditions around them. Elsewhere, movement takes a different form. Long vines extend through the forest, stretching from tree to tree, linking the canopy across great distances, forming natural pathways through the upper layers. And below the surface, something even more subtle continues. Fine fungal networks weave through the soil, linking roots together, sharing nutrients, and passing signals between plants in ways we are only just beginning to understand. Growth here is not in isolation, but part of a connected system, shaped over time and shared by all. Color appears suddenly. Bright, bold, unmistakable. Some creatures display vivid colors as a warning, a clear signal to stay away. Others vanish into their surroundings, patterns and textures that disguise them completely. Movement varies across the forest. Some remain almost still, conserving energy, becoming part of the environment itself. Others move with speed and precision, appearing, then gone in a moment. High above, some glide between trees, traveling without touching the ground. Below, others stay close to the forest floor, concealed within shadow and dense cover. In certain regions, water fills the forest, creating a different world within the same space. Fish move between tree trunks, feeding on fruit that falls from above. Every creature shaped precisely for its role. These forests support some of the most specialized animals on Earth. Bright amphibians, such as the poison dart frog, use striking coloration to signal toxicity. Powerful predators, like the jaguar, possess a bite force strong enough to pierce bone. Some species rely on illusion. Certain caterpillars resemble bird droppings, avoiding detection by appearing uninteresting or inedible. Others, like the glass frog, are so transparent their internal organs can be seen through their skin. Activity shifts with time. Some animals operate in daylight, while others emerge only after dark, reducing competition and avoiding predators. Energy use is carefully balanced. Across the forest, adaptation takes many forms. Climbing, gliding, blending, enduring. Each ability refined over time, shaped by pressure, survival, and place. And together, these countless forms of life create a system that is both intricate and complete. Rain returns again and again, shaping everything it touches. Sometimes it falls softly, steady, almost constant. Sometimes it arrives in sudden bursts, heavy, brief, and powerful. In some rainforests, more than 2 meters of rain can fall in a single year. Across vast regions, the Amazon, the Congo, the Daintree, the Borneo forests, and the temperate rainforests of the Pacific Northwest, this pattern repeats. Water soaks into the soil, feeding roots below, supporting layers of plant life above. It gathers in streams, flows into rivers, and moves quietly through the land. But the forest does more than receive rain. It helps create it. Leaves release moisture into the air. Millions of invisible droplets rising upward at once. Across the forest, this process returns vast amounts of water to the sky, sometimes generating nearly half of the rainfall it receives. A single large tree can lift thousands of liters of water each day, moving it from soil to leaf to air. And above the canopy, the air itself can hold more water than the rivers below. The moisture gathers, cools, and begins to form clouds. These clouds drift, carried by wind, forming invisible rivers in the sky, transporting water across entire continents. And in time, the rain returns once more, falling back through the layers, feeding the system again. Many rainforests follow a daily rhythm. Warmth builds through the morning, the air growing thick with moisture. By afternoon, clouds gather, releasing sudden rainfall, sometimes with powerful storms. And by evening, the forest cools, settling into mist and drifting cloud. A continuous exchange, rising, forming, falling, repeating. A cycle that sustains the forest and helps shape the climate of the entire planet. Nothing here stands alone. Every part is linked to another. Plants provide shelter and food, forming the structure of the forest. Animals move through the layers, carrying seeds, shaping what grows next. Insects and microorganisms break down what falls, returning nutrients to the soil. Everything is reused, recycled, and transformed. Even fallen leaves become part of something new. What ends in one place begins again in another. A system built over millions of years, slowly, carefully, and continuously. Balanced, responsive, and precise. And this system does not end at the forest's edge. It reaches outward, influencing the wider world. These forests store vast amounts of carbon, helping to steady the planet's climate. They shape weather patterns, guiding rain and influencing conditions across distant regions. Places like the Amazon rainforest and the Congo basin support life far beyond their borders. But their importance is not only ecological, it is chemical too. Within their plants, complex compounds form, subtle and powerful. Some have become medicines used to treat disease, fight infection, and ease pain. Small discoveries from leaves and roots that have helped millions of people over time. And many more remain unknown, waiting to be understood. Scientists continue to study these environments, learning more each year. What has been found is likely only the beginning. A glimpse into something far bigger, still revealing itself in the years ahead. And with it, a growing appreciation of how connected this system is. Intricate, far-reaching, and still unfolding.